As a small business owner, let's say I'm a small business owner, I immediately think, hey, can I really afford to implement changes within my business? Do I have to buy expensive GPU chips to implement this? So, like, what do the smaller players do?
And I think about generative AI for small businesses in three different categories. One is in all your consumer contact, and we can talk more about that. One in sort of you as a thought partner with you to think about your businesses and new ideas. And the third thing is to think of it as your super assistant, being able to do many things that are drudgery for you today. That's just one example of the various things you can start to do. If you think about small businesses and they need a social media strategy, they need something to come up with in terms of all the tweets they need to do, all the Facebook posts they need to do, all the TikTok videos they need to create. So here, you're not basically asking it for a particular factual information. You're thinking with it, and it's thinking back with you and coming up with ideas. And they're amazingly implementable ideas that you can put into practice right away.
History doesn't announce revolutions, it whispers them. They rarely begin with headlines or press conferences. Most revolutions start quietly, in workshops, churches, and small businesses on ordinary streets. And right now across America, another quiet revolution is underway. It's not being led by politicians. It's not being debated endlessly on television. It's happening behind the scenes, in places most people would never think to look. Small businesses. While the headlines are filled with arguments about technology, something far more interesting is happening in the real world. Electricians are using it. Contractors are experimenting with it. Small churches are discovering it. Local businesses are quietly putting a new kind of worker on their team. Not a robot, not a machine, but something entirely different. A digital employee. Later on this video, I'll show you the one simple tool that's already changing how small businesses interact with customers online. Artificial intelligence. It's really a misunderstood technology. Now, when most people hear the words AI, they imagine science fiction, robots, futuristic cities, machines replacing humanity, at war with humanity. But the truth is far more practical and far more interesting. AI is becoming something much simpler. A tool, a helper, a digital assistant that can answer questions, guide customers, and help you organize your business better. And the places discovering this first aren't massive corporations, they're small local businesses. Think about how people interact with businesses today. A homeowner loses power at 10:30 at night. They pull out their phone, they search for an electrician, they visit a website looking for answers. But what do they usually find? A static page, a phone number, maybe even a contact form. No help, no answers, just silence. The visitor leaves, and the business never even knew the opportunity existed. For 20 years, most websites have basically become digital brochures. They sit there, they display information, but they don't do anything. They don't help people, they don't answer questions, they don't guide visitors, but that model is beginning to change because now Websites can do something remarkable. They can interact. They can respond. They can help. This is where the quiet revolution begins. Imagine visiting a business website and being greeted instantly, not by a pop-up advertisement, but by a knowledgeable assistant that asks, "What problem are you experiencing?" That assistant can answer questions. It can explain services. It can help diagnose common issues and guide someone towards scheduling an appointment. It's not replacing a business owner. It's supporting them, just like a receptionist or customer service representative would, except this one works 24 hours a day. Here's the interesting part. Large corporations have had digital tools for years, but small businesses are now discovering something powerful. They can compete. A single electrician, a single contractor, a small church, they can now have the same kind of intelligent support system that once required an entire staff. That's a massive shift, and it's happening now. The same thing is beginning to happen in churches. People don't always search for spiritual help during office hours. Sometimes questions come late at night. Sometimes someone just wants some guidance. Sometimes they want to understand Scripture. Imagine a church website that can gently guide someone toward the answers and invite them to connect with real people when they're ready. Technology doesn't replace faith, but it can help find it. If you step back and look at history, this pattern should feel familiar. America has always embraced new tools. The printing press, the telephone, electricity, the internet. Each one changed how communities connect and how businesses serve people. Artificial intelligence is simply the next tool. And like every tool before it, the people who learn to use it wisely will be the ones who benefit the most. This is why I call it a quiet revolution, because it's not happening in boardrooms. It's not happening during political debates. It's happening right here, where America has always built its future. Small businesses, local communities, and the people who are willing to try something new. History doesn't announce revolutions, it whispers them. And right now across the country, something remarkable is beginning. A new kind of digital helper working quietly behind the scenes, helping businesses serve their customers, helping churches reach their communities, and helping small organizations do things that once seemed impossible. The question isn't whether this change is coming, it's already here. The real question is, who will decide to use it? And if you're curious about what this kind of digital employee could do for your business or organization, I'd be happy to show you, because sometimes the biggest revolutions don't start with noise. They start with someone simply deciding to try something new. Like you.